Yo, what up fam? Joey here for Creator, and welcome to another full PC build guide. Today we're gonna be building the best bang for your buck $800 gaming PC. So if I was working with that budget, I would build what we're building here today. This is gonna be a complete tutorial from start to finish. First, we're gonna go over all the parts and their prices. Then after we do that, we're gonna jump into the build guide where I will guide you guys every step of the way. And then at the very end, we're gonna put our rig to the test against a lot of current popular titles. Anyways, today we're gonna be working with a black and pink colorway, and we're gonna be using this right here. It's just gonna match our color theme. It's gonna look dope. We previously did a 4070 Ti build. That was 1,600. Depending on what your budget is for your first build, just know that on the channel, we cover a bunch of different budgets. Let's jump into it. So we're gonna first cover our most exciting component, and that is our graphics card. We're going with AMD. We're rocking the Radeon RX 6650 XT. This is currently going for 300 bucks, and it's an amazing card. The performance of this card can be compared to NVIDIA's RTX 3060 and 3060 Ti. The performance is similar to that. Depending on the game, this does perform better than a 3060 at times, and sometimes the same as a 3060 Ti. Again, it just depends on the game. But for 300 bucks, we just get so much power, and that is why we picked it. This will definitely push out at least 240 FPS on a bunch of esport titles. So if you're rocking a 1080p 240 Hz monitor, this thing has you covered. And the ports, it gives us 3 display ports, 1 HDMI port. No backplate on this model. Our second most exciting component, our processor. This is the i5-12400F, and it comes with a stock heatsink. So we're gonna save money on the cooler. The box is a little torn up. That is of course because my dogs got to this one. Oh, they chew up everything. Here we have our i5-12400F. It has 6 cores and a max boost of 4.4 gigahertz. It's the 12th generation of Intel, so the stock heatsinks are better looking. We're gonna be pairing our CPU with a Micro-ATX form factor motherboard. It's rocking the B660 chipset. This one has built-in Wi-Fi. It also has 2 M.2 SSD slots. Here's the ports it offers us. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get our Wi-Fi antenna, our I/O shield, and a screw for our M.2 SSD. So for our storage, we spent 35 bucks. This is a WD Blue Western Digital M.2 SSD, 500 gigs. Good, reliable storage, will perform speedy. The RAM, classic 16 gigabytes, rated at 3200 megahertz, Corsair Vengeance Black Kit. Finally, our juice. We paid 60 bucks for our 650 watt bronze rated power supply by Thermaltake. Nice power supply, all the cables are connected to it. It's gonna get the job done. And now, our last essential part, our case. This is a Micro-ATX form factor case to match our motherboard. And here it is. And this guy ran us 75 bucks. It comes included with 3 RGB fans. It's rocking pink all along the outside, and the inside, all black. Our 1 fan in the back and our 2 fans in the front. And already pre-installed, so easier installation for us. Here's the case ports it gives us. Pretty good. All right, so those are our essentials. Now we're gonna move on to our extras, which are of course optional. This is purely for aesthetics. We're gonna be using our Creator custom sleeve power supply cables in the pink colorway. You can pick up these lovely, beautiful cables on our site, creatorhq.com. We ship it out the same day. We're also gonna be throwing our RGB LED kit in there. And this is gonna add a bunch of light, and it's gonna look sick and show off all our components inside. It comes included with an extension cable, the cable that connects to the motherboard, and a bunch of very strong magnetic attachments that really gives us flexibility when installing our strips inside our case. And our final part, our Funko, Hot Topic exclusive. It's gonna look sick inside. And that completes our parts list. All the parts used for this build will be linked in the video description. All right, guys, let's jump into it. So first, guys, we're gonna be working with our motherboard and our CPU. We wanna get this guy into our CPU socket. First, we're gonna get the lever, push it to the side and all the way up. We're gonna pull this all the way up. We're gonna take a close look at our CPU, and we will find a little golden arrow on the bottom left. We're gonna line up that golden arrow with the arrow on the CPU socket of our motherboard, which is right there. So I'm gonna hover our i5 over and drop it into the CPU socket. Boom, it's in. I'll give it a little wiggle. It should look like this, guys. Now we want to bring this back down. When we now pull this back down, we want to make sure that this metal part is over this. So I'll just hold it down a little bit. There we go, it's holding it down, and that's normal. And we're gonna keep pushing the lever all the way down and then tuck it into its original position. And there we go, i5 installed, easy. Next, the heatsink. So for our heatsink, I'm gonna have the fan cable up here, and we're going to line up the 4 points of the heatsink with the 4 points on our motherboard. And the thermal paste is already pre-installed, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna line it up. Okay, and once I have it lined up, we're not gonna clip all 4 sides by pushing down on them. So I'll start with this one. That's in, and then I'll start from the one across. That one didn't make a noise, but it is in. This is also in, and now same thing for the last 2. That's in, our last one.
This one didn't go all the way in. I'm gonna support the motherboard behind with my fingers. I'm gonna push harder on this, so going all the way. There we go. That was a lot more force because I held it from the back and then I pushed down pretty hard to get that final click. Final step is connecting the fan to the CPU fan header on our motherboard that is located on the top right of our board, and it will be labeled CPU fan. It is in. Next, we're gonna install our 16 gigs of RAM, and here they are. Our RAM sticks are gonna go in our second and our fourth RAM slot. And these RAM sticks only go in one way, so you wanna line up the indent of the RAM with the part of the RAM slot that's not indented. In our case, the Vengeance text on the left side. Okay, and once we have it in, we simply push down with both thumbs on the sides and the levers will clip back up. Boom, both levers clip back up. So, same position, get it lined up, it's in, looking good. Push down with both thumbs. Done. Good job so far, guys. We're moving fast. Now we're gonna move on to the installation of our M.2 SSD, our 500 gigabyte Western Digital drive. We're gonna use a 0 screwdriver. Gonna unscrew this. All right, remove the heatsink. And now we're gonna put our M.2 into here like this, and then we lay it down on the stand. And we don't need an additional screw because this is the screw that's gonna hold it down. Before we do that though, you wanna remove the protective film. And now put this back into place. There we go. Storage installed. And now we're ready to put our motherboard inside our case. All right, first guys, we're gonna be working with our I/O shield, which is what covers all the openings in the back of our PC where our motherboard ports are. So we're gonna clip our I/O shield in from the inside of the case. So we wanna line it up with the 3 holes on the bottom, and we're gonna clip it in. It's in, all 4 sides clipped in, easy. Now on the back of our case, we have our accessory bag down here. We'll set this to the side, we're gonna use that. All these ties that are in the case, you wanna get rid of them. When you secure any motherboard inside a case, you wanna make sure that the motherboard standoffs inside the case are lined up correctly with all the points of your motherboard. So we need to install 2 additional motherboard standoffs for all the points of the motherboard to line up. Really easy. So we're gonna get into our accessories bag, and this is what we're looking for. Motherboard standoff looks like this. This is a 5mm nut driver. I'm gonna link it in the video description. So we put our standoff in here, and I'm gonna be installing one on top right here. And now we're gonna install one more down here. And there we go. We installed one here and here. So in total, we're gonna be using 3 motherboard standoffs on top, 3 in the middle, and 2 on the bottom. It's easier to lay your case flat and then put the motherboard in, but I'm gonna do it standing up so I can show you guys on the camera. So I'm gonna put in our board, and I'm gonna line up the ports of the motherboard with the I/O shield first. So I'm just making sure that the cables of this fan are on top of the motherboard like this, not under it. So once the ports are lined up, then we lay our motherboard flat on the standoffs to make sure they're all lined up. I like to line it up by the middle one. And there we go, it's good. Now we're gonna be using this screw that comes included with the case to secure the motherboard. So I'll start with the middle standoff first, and I'm gonna secure it. All right, cool. That holds my motherboard into place. All right, I'm gonna do the rest, and then I'll go ahead and point them out again, which ones we screwed in. And our motherboard is fully secured. We screwed in here, 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 and the last 2 on the bottom, here and here. And again, make sure the cable of this fan is on top of the motherboard, not under it. Awesome, guys, we're looking good. Now it's time to install our power supply. In order to install this guy, we're gonna get the cables out of the way right here. And all we're gonna do is slide our power supply into here with the power supply's fan facing down. So let's get it in there. We want the fan of the power supply to be on the bottom because it's gonna suck up the air from the bottom of the case and out through here. The screws for the power supply come included with it, and we secure the 4 points. All right, power supply's in. Now we're gonna up the aesthetics of our build. We're gonna install our custom sleeve extensions to it. So originally, this would have to be in the front of your system. So now, instead of this hooking up to the motherboard, we're gonna hook it up to our custom sleeve cables. So this will connect to the extension, and now the extension will hook up to the motherboard. And now this is gonna be in the front of the case for our presentation. Night and day difference. We're gonna be using our big 24-pin one. Next, we're gonna locate the cable that says CPU. It splits like this. 4 pins and another 4 pins, total of 8. So we're gonna wanna be using a CPU cable as well, and the way you tell is you will see that it also splits. Reattach it. Let's reattach this one too. So we're gonna hook up our CPU power cable to our CPU extension. Last cable, this is going to say PCI Express. This powers our graphics card. For our RX 6650 XT, it only requires 8 pins. So only a single one of these. It has 2, we're only gonna be using 1. So it's 6 plus 2 pins for a total of 8. And again, you're gonna find the graphics card power cable by seeing which one is split like that, which is this one. And again, we're gonna hook it up to our extension cable. And you want to make sure that every single one of the cables clips into our extension cables. So you're going to want it to clip onto the side that has a little thing to hold on to.
Cool, we just upped the aesthetics by a lot.
Now guys, we're actually ready to start plugging in all our cables. Now don't let it be intimidating. I know we have a big spaghetti mess here, but it's really simple because we break down our cables into 3 groups. So the first group of cables is all our power supply cables that power things. Second group of cables is all the case cables, which connect our power button and all these other ports up here on top of our case to our motherboard. And then the third and final group is our fan cables. And then after that, we're gonna do the last part, which is installing our graphics card. So we're almost done, guys. Good job. All right, guys, so let's start off with our first group of cables, our power cables. So first, we're gonna be connecting our big 24-pin power cable. We're gonna work it through here. We're gonna make sure that this clip back here clips here. So we're gonna line it up straight, push in until it clips. Done, that's it. Next cable, our CPU power cable, that's gonna connect up here. Our clips and clip on top here. I'll line it up. You can see I got it in, push until it clips. It'll look like that. Now we comb our cable. And now we've already arrived at our final power cable for our graphics card. So we're gonna set this to the side for now until we install our graphics card. Now moving on to our second group of cables, our case cables. Our first case cable is labeled HD audio. It only goes in one way down here. With the HD audio text facing down. We line it up straight, make sure all the pins are in, and it should look like that with the HD audio text down. Next cable, we have ourselves here a USB cable. This hooks up into here. Again, only goes in one way, with the USB text facing up. Good. And last for our case cables is our JFP1 cables. These connect our power button to our motherboard, as well as the reset switch. We'll throw a chart up on the screen to help us. First, our HDD LED cable. Positive is on the right. Let's turn it around. The arrow also indicates positive. So we're gonna plug this in to the second row of pins, first and second pins, with the positive side on the left. Right on top of it, we're gonna hook up our power LED cables, positive again on the left. Should look like that on the first row, first and second pins. For our reset switch, it does not matter what side it's plugged into, but it is going to plug into the second row, third and fourth pin. And last, right on top of our reset switch goes our power switch. Again, doesn't matter what way you plug it in. First row, third and fourth pins. And our very last cable is our USB 3 cable. This is gonna be lined up where there's an opening over here on the right. I'm gonna line it up straight and then push in. And there we go. Good job, guys. Now our final group of cables, our fan cables and our lighting. We're gonna go to the back of our case. In this case right here, all the fans are already connected to each other here. All we need to do is provide power. So our power supply is going to have a Molex power cable, which looks like this. Plug in right here. We're gonna push it in all the way. And that's it, our fans are powered. Now we finally got our box art for our RGB LED strips. Check it out, guys. What do you think? This is the unboxing experience. There, it's done. But yeah, I'm really proud of this art. It looks so dope. You can pick up this kit to add a nice splash of light, creatorhq.com. Then I'm gonna put our very strong magnetic attachments inside our case to hold the RGB strip really well into place. And then finally, we're gonna hook it up to the motherboard. So this was one of those small cases. We're only using one strip. And then finally, we're gonna hook this up to our motherboard. Here's our 4-pin RGB header. So we need to line up this arrow part on the left side of that. Line it up and push in, and it should look like that. Okay, we're done. Now our final thing to do is install our graphics card, our RX 6650 XT. We need to first make room for it. So we remove the first and the second bracket. For the second one, we're gonna push down, and then we're gonna get this piece of metal and we're gonna bend it towards us so we don't scratch the motherboard with this part. Now we just keep going up, down, and this thing will come off. Now we're gonna put this all the way back like this, and we're gonna line up our RX 6650 XT into our PCI slot, and then we're gonna push it. And that lever will clip back up. Last, we hook up our 8-pin juice. All right, that looks sick, and we're gonna secure it. We're done, guys. Good job if you're following along. Now we're gonna install our Funko Pop and turn on our PC for the first time. There we have it, guys. Beautiful system for 800 bucks. Time for our first boot up. Here we go. Looks great, guys. Look at that. This Funko ended up matching our build perfectly. This is a very solid build for 800 bucks. And trust me, you are not going to be disappointed with its performance. Remember, all parts used in this build are located in the video's description. Now we need to install our operating system, Windows 11. I made a video on how to install Windows 11 from a USB flash drive for free. That video is linked in the video's description. Check it out. Second, we need to install all our drivers. A video on how to do that is also linked in the video description. Finally, we can put our sweet new rig to the test against a lot of current Fortnite titles. Let's frag it up. Settings for Valorant, 1080p resolution, graphics quality. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, shoot. That's what we needed. Ah, you guys hiding?
One kill remaining.
No! Alright, next one. For CSGO, we're playing at 1080p. Here's the settings we're rocking. Let's jump into it. Are you serious? Oh! We lost by 1 kill. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, we're gonna be playing multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. These are the settings we're using. 1080p resolution. Here are our quality settings. And for the view, set to 120 FOV. All right, gentlemen, let's have a clean, quick fight.
Alright, then everybody go in the middle then.
Yeah, everyone go in the middle, no ball. Oh, double kill for me!
No!
Yeah.
Back on station. Good work.
No. Let's keep it moving. For Halo Infinite, we're gonna be playing at 90 FOV, 1080p resolution, and we have it set to the medium preset for our graphics. Let's go. I don't have a long-range weapon, but I still clutch. Fudge! Fudge, I'm getting shot by a chopper. It's gonna blow up. Snap! Shoot. Yeah! That's not where we put it. Get back on! Get back on! Get back on! Oh, I will cover you. Oh, we got this. Woo! Let's go. Screw you! Take this, ugly. Take that. What? Oh, I didn't. Oh, snap! Come on! Oh, snap! Oh. Nice. We're victorious. Performance was great. Next game. Settings we're using for Apex 1080p, max FOV 110. Here are the rest of the settings. Oh my. Run, Billy, run! Oh, shit, I'm in front of us! Oh, shoot, pick up your boy! No! Oh, no. Performance for Apex was good.
Alright, so the next game we're going to be playing is Fortnite. For the settings, we're playing on full screen, 1080p, VSync off, performance mode, and here are the rest of the settings. someone else kill him? Nope, that's him. Couldn't win, but it's all good. Performance was great. Game was fun. Let's move on to the next one.
For Rainbow Six Siege, 1080p resolution, 90 FOV, 60:10 aspect ratio. Here are our graphic settings. Whoop, let's do it. Somewhere in here, somewhere. Woo! Good teamwork.
Nah, bro. Goodwill laptop insertion in
Goodwill laptop. Oh man.
Only the finest.
Yeah, but then it's gonna light your desk on fire because it's gonna be so hot. Whoa. No! That's right, that's how you do it. Good job, team. Performance was amazing. You will not be disappointed in Siege.
Alright, the next game we're playing is Overwatch 2. The settings we're playing on full screen, 1080p, field of view of 103, aspect ratio 16:9, dynamic render scale off, VSync is off, and the graphics quality is set to high with nothing changed. Why did I come up here? Well, GG. Performance was really good. The whole time we were around 300 FPS. I think that's really good. It's more than playable. Yeah, match was fun.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the performance of our $800 build. I'll catch you guys in the next build coming real soon. Peace.